Hello and welcome again to the Sentry Portal instructional video series. This video is for suppliers once they have logged into the portal using their unique user identification and password. So you'll see the same company appears up the top left hand corner and the type of supplier that they are engaged to perform. Now at the moment it's not related to any particular events. This is just a side of your staff and your documents. And also there's a tab here that says events, we'll get to shortly. But over here you'll see that those three items here are mirrored on the right hand side here. The reason being, if you're anywhere in the portal, you will be able to see the other information without having to use back arrows, etc. Another word of caution here, avoid using the back arrow on your browser. Unfortunately, it will boot you out of the system, so I suggest you use these items, these breadcrumb menu items up here, or just utilise any of the icons you see on the screen. So first of all, before you can perform or assign staff to an event or upload documents to an event, you first of all have to populate the information that's required here. So first of all, in the My Staff column, you'll see a list of your available staff members. If you added none, this will be a blank screen. You then get to choose Add New, fill in the details here. Once again, anywhere there's an asterisk is a compulsory field, and you are required to choose a role or document category for those individuals. So once you fill in the details at the top, you then choose a role here that's been pre-populated, either by the system or potentially by your client. Suggest selecting the role that most suits the role that that individual is going to perform. Otherwise, speak to your client about creating a new role here. So, for example, this individual might be operating a high-risk plant. Once you select that role, you'll see this field down here populate with the required documentation that individual is going to be requested to provide. You can then also change that role at any time to whatever suits that individual's task. And those document requirements will be, like you saw in the email before, those competency links, that will go to the individual to upload there. Now, here you may or may not have been assigned a general induction by your client. It's not specific to an event, but you might work in a venue, or they might have a general induction they require you to do. So you just select here, and that's assigned to that individual as well. Again, if you've got the information on file, the emergency information, you get a chance to update it here, that individual. Otherwise, it goes via that link in the email you saw before. So once you've added an individual to this list of staff, just by way of familiarity here, you'll see some colour coding buttons over here, mirrored by the legend or the descriptors down here about the status of those particular documents. So you'll see inductions correspond to this column here, documents correspond to this column here, and also the emergency contact information. Once the emergency contact information is uploaded, that icon here changes from red background to green background. So that gives you the ability to see who's uploaded the information for you, who's attended the inductions required. You'll see here, this is a completed induction. You'll see completed and closed. Again, this is not related to events at this stage. This is just related to your silo of staff. Also, in your email, remember those documents you requested to provide for the event. It may be some, it may be all of these here. And I'll show you what that means in a minute, because the role you've been engaged to perform at the event may only require a certain number of these documents. You may have previously been asked to provide additional documents because of a role you've been performed. So this is for demonstration purposes only. So we'll go to the event here, and there'll be a list of events that you've engaged to provide services at. So we'll go to test 5, which is what we're looking at before. We'll click here, and what you get to see here is the details of the event. This information goes out in all the emails to your staff when you invite them to the event. And then you look at your event documents that you've been requested to provide here. Remember I was saying it might be only some of those. You'll see here, that's the status here, and they get reviewed by your client. So event staff, you've got 0 staff added to this event at this stage. So what you need to do is assign them to the event. So you go here, add new, select them from your available list of staff, and here you also get a chance to alter the role. So if you want to alter that role from security guard to first aid, it'll suddenly change the required documentation. And then you need to choose the event induction that your client has assigned. So once we're added here, you'll see this list start to populate. This is the event-specific staff list. Now those individuals will not know that they've been assigned to this event until such time as you click on the action button here, the notification. Clicking on that envelope will then show you that this email has been successfully sent. And that email will be like what I showed you before, with the hyperlinks, etc. for that individual. And once that information is updated here, you'll see the colour code change. This individual has already completed that induction and been invited to this particular event. In the email, it'll say basically they've already done the induction, no need to do it again. So this is the list of the total number of inductions all your staff have been asked to perform. So sometimes an individual might be asked to undertake an induction for the site. It might be specific to their role. It might be specific to the venue they're operating in. Now, just here you'll see the documents list here for the individuals. That's a total list of the documentation all your staff have been asked to provide. So if you might have 10 staff required to provide 30 documents. This is where you can review each of those documents here. So for example, if this individual has provided 2 of the documents but not the other 2, you can then notify them you require that single document by clicking on this link here. And they'll be reminded that they've been assigned this role at the event. They've uploaded other documents, but just not this one. So you'll see again that email has been sent to that individual as well. So when you come back to your event overview, checking your own company documentation status. Again, if you need to update, you can do it from here, like I've shown before from the email. You can view the documentation. And then you can look at your staff and the status of their requirements as well, just by the colour codes here. If they've completed the inductions, they turn to green. If they've provided all the documentation required, they also turn to green. There is no approval process for the individual's documentation, and also the emergency contact information. So if you decide at some stage a person is no longer required at this particular event, you can then just take them off the list by selecting this button here. It doesn't affect them back here at the silo level. They will always remain in this list here. And just by way of familiarity, if you uploaded documentation previously for this client, you'll see here these hyperlinks are available here. You can click on that and you'll see previous versions of your document you've uploaded. For example, this one here expired 59 days ago, it was previously approved, but now you've been required to provide a new version. So hopefully that provides some sort of information on assisting you with your role as a supplier. And look forward to the next